Time is the most precious gift we have. Every single day, you and I are given 24 golden hours. These hours are the raw material of life. They are the stuff that life is made of. How we use them determines the quality and direction of our lives. Think about it. You have 24 hours today, you'll have 24 hours tomorrow and the next day, and the day after that. It's the great equalizer. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what you do, you get the same amount of time each day as everyone else. What are you doing with your time? Are you using it wisely? Are you making the most of every minute, every hour? Or are you letting precious moments slip away, never to return? You see, time is the one thing you can't get back. Once it's gone forever. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. That's why it's crucial to use your time wisely. Now, I'm not saying you need to be productive every single minute of every single day. That's not realistic and it's not healthy. What I am saying is that you need to be intentional about how you spend your time. I think about your average day. How much time do you spend watching TV, scrolling through social media, complaining about things you can't change? Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with any of these activities. But if they're taking up a significant portion of your day, every day, you might want to reconsider how you're using your time. Instead, why not invest some of that time in yourself, in your dreams, in your goals? You see, success doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design. And that design starts with how you use your time. Let's break it down. You have 24 hours in a day. Let's say you sleep for 8 hours. That leaves you with 16 waking hours. Now, maybe you work for 8 of those hours. That still leaves you with 8 hours. What are you doing with those 8 hours? Are you using them to learn a new skill? To read a book that will expand your mind, to exercise and take care of your health, to spend quality time with your loved ones, to work on that side project you've been dreaming about? Or are you letting those hours slip away, unnoticed and unused? You see, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people often comes down to how they use their time. Successful people understand that time is their most valuable asset. They guard it fiercely. They invest it wisely. Now, I'm not saying you need to schedule every minute of your day, but I'm saying you need to be aware of how you're spending your time. You need to be intentional about it. Start by taking stock of your day. For 1 week, write down how you spend each hour. Be honest with yourself at the end of the week. Look at where your time is going. Are you satisfied with how you're spending it? If not, it's time to make some changes. Remember, small changes can lead to big results. Maybe decide to wake up 30 minutes earlier each day to work on a personal project. That's 3.5 hours a week. Over a year, that's 182 hours. Think about what you could accomplish with an extra 182 hours focused on your goals. Or maybe you decide to cut your TV time in half and use that time to read instead. If you were watching 2 hours of TV a day, that's now an hour of reading. Over a year, that's 365 hours of reading. Think about how much knowledge you could gain, how much your mind could expand with 365 hours of focused reading. You see, when you start to look at your time this way, you start to realize just how much potential each day holds. Each hour becomes an opportunity to grow, to learn, to move closer to your goals. But it's not just about productivity, it's about living a life of purpose. It's about making sure that when you look back on your days, your weeks, your years, you can say with confidence that you used your time well, that you made a difference, that you lived, truly lived, instead of just existing. Now, some of you might be thinking, but I'm so busy already. I don't have any extra time, I understand. Life can be hectic. But here's the thing, we all have the same 24 hours. It's not about finding more time. It's about making better use of the time you have. Maybe that means waking up a little earlier. Maybe it means being more efficient with your work so you can finish faster. Maybe it means saying no to activities that don't align with your goals. Whatever it is, remember that you have the power to choose how you spend your time. And here's something else to consider. Your time is not just your own. Your time affects those around you. How you spend your time impacts your family, your friends, your colleagues. When you use your time wisely, you're not just improving your own life. You're setting an example for others. You're creating a ripple effect that can change lives. Think about the people you admire, the ones who have achieved great things. Do you think they had more time than you? Of course not. They had the same 24 hours. The difference is in how they used those hours. They understood that time is not something to be killed or wasted. Time is life itself, and they chose to live it fully, purposefully, intentionally. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. Changing how you use your time takes effort, it takes discipline, it takes commitment. But I promise you, it's worth it. Start small. Choose 1 hour of your day and dedicate it to something meaningful. Maybe it's learning a new skill. Maybe it's exercising. Maybe it's spending quality time with your family. Whatever it is, make it count. And here's the beautiful thing. As you start to use your time more wisely, you'll find that you have more energy, not less. You'll find that you're more focused, more productive. You'll find that you're moving closer to your goals day by day. Remember, time is the great equalizer. We all have the same 24 hours. It's what we do with those hours that makes the difference. So I challenge. Take a hard look at how you're spending your time. Are you using it wisely? Are you investing it in things that matter? Are you moving closer to your goals, or are you just going through the motions? If you're not satisfied with how you're using your time, make a change. Start today, start now, because every moment counts. Every hour is an opportunity. Every day is a gift. Use your time wisely and watch as your life transforms. Watch as you move closer to your dreams. Watch as you become the person you've always wanted to be. You see, using your time wisely isn't just about being productive. It's about living a life of purpose. It's about making a difference. It's about leaving a legacy. Every great achievement in human history was accomplished in the same 24 hours we all have. The pyramids were built one stone at a time. Great novels were written one word at a time. Groundbreaking inventions were created one idea at a time. And it all happened in the same 24 hours we have today. So what will you do with your 24 hours? Will you use them to move closer to your dreams? Will you use them to make a difference in someone's life? Will you use them to create something beautiful, something meaningful? The choice is yours, and it's a choice you make every single day. Now, I'm not saying you need to be productive every waking moment. Rest is important. Relaxation is important. The key is balance. The key is being intentional about how you spend your time, even your downtime. When you relax, truly relax. Be present in the moment. Enjoy it fully. Don't half relax while worrying about what you should be doing. That's not relaxation, and it's not productive either. When you work, truly work. Give it your full attention, your full effort. Don't half work while scrolling through social media or daydreaming about other things. Be fully present in whatever you're doing. That's the secret to making the most of your time. And here's something else to consider. Your time is not infinite. None of us know how many days we have on this earth. That's why it's so important to make each day count. Imagine if you knew you only had 1 year left to live. How would you spend your time? What would become important? What would you stop doing? Now, I'm not saying you should live every day as if it's your last, but I'm saying you should live every day as if it matters. Because it does. Each day is a chance to move closer to your goals. Each day is a chance to make a difference. Each day is a chance to create the life you want. So how do you start using your time more wisely? Here are a few suggestions. First, set clear goals. Know what you want to achieve. Have a vision for your life. When you know where you're going, it's easier to use your time effectively to get there. Second, prioritize. Not everything that demands your time deserves your time. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals and values. Third, plan your days. Take a few minutes each evening to plan the next day. Decide what's important and make sure it gets done. Fourth, eliminate time wasters. We all have them. Maybe it's excessive TV watching. Maybe it's mindless scrolling on social media. Identify your time wasters and replace them with activities that move you forward. Fifth, take care of your health. Exercise regularly, eat well, get enough sleep. When you're healthy, you have more energy and can make better use of your time. Sixth, continuous learning. Always be learning something new. Read books, take courses, acquire new skills. The more you learn, the more valuable your time becomes. Seventh, help others. Use some of your time to make a difference in someone else's life. It's one of the most fulfilling ways to spend your time. Remember, using your time wisely doesn't mean being busy all the time. It means being effective. It means focusing on what truly matters. And here's something else to keep in mind. It's not just about how much you do, but about the quality of what you do. An hour spent in deep, focused work can be more valuable than several hours of distracted, half-hearted effort. Learn to focus. In our world of constant distractions, the ability to focus deeply is becoming increasingly rare and increasingly valuable. Cultivate this skill. It will serve you well. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds great. But my life is already so busy. I don't have time for all this, I understand. Life can be hectic, but remember, we're not talking about adding more to your plate. We're talking about using the time you already have more effectively. It's about making small changes that add up over time. It's about being more intentional with the hours you have. Maybe you start by reclaiming just 30 minutes a day. Use that time for something important to you. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's exercise, maybe it's working on a personal project. Whatever it is, make it count. Over a week, that's 3.5 hours. Over a month, it's 15 hours. Over a year, it's 182.5 hours. Think about what you could accomplish with an extra 182.5 hours focused on something important to you. And here's the beautiful things. As you start using your time more wisely, you'll likely find that you have more time than you thought. You'll become more efficient. You'll waste less time on unimportant things. You'll be more focused, more productive. But remember, this isn't about becoming a workaholic. It's not about filling every moment with activity. It's about living intentionally. It's about making sure that when you look back on your days, your weeks, your years, you can say with confidence that you used your time well. It's about living a life of purpose, a life of meaning. It's about making a difference, leaving a legacy. You see, at the end of our lives, we won't wish we had spent more time at the office. We won't wish we had watched more TV. We'll wish we had spent more time with our loved ones. We'll wish we had pursued our passions more. We'll wish we had made more of a difference. So why wait? Why not start living that way now? Use your time to strengthen your relationships. Use your time to pursue your passions. Use your time to make a difference in the world. Remember, your time is your life. How you spend your time is how you spend your life. Are you spending it wisely? Now, I'm not saying you need to have every minute planned out. Spontaneity is important too. Leave room for unexpected opportunities, for moments of joy, for serendipity. But be intentional about it. Choose to leave that space open rather than letting it be filled with mindless activities or unnecessary busyness. And here's something else to consider. Your most important work, your most meaningful contributions, often come from what you do with your discretionary time. The time you have outside of work and other obligations. How are you using that time? Are you using it to move closer to your goals? To pursue your passions, to make a difference? Or is it slipping away unnoticed and unused? You see, it's in those discretionary hours that we often have the most opportunity to shape our lives, to pursue our dreams, to make a difference. So guard those hours carefully. Invest them wisely. Use them to create the life you want. And remember, it's not just about what you do with your time, but also about who you become in the process. As you use your time more wisely, you'll grow. You'll develop new skills. You'll gain new insights. You'll become more disciplined, more focused, more effective. You'll become the kind of person who can achieve great things. The kind of person who can make a real difference in the world. Because here's the truth, how you use your time doesn't just determine what you accomplish. It determines who you become. Every hour you invest in learning makes you more knowledgeable. Every hour you invest in your health makes you stronger. Every hour you invest in your relationships makes you more connected. You are, in a very real sense, the sum of how you've spent your time up to this point. And who you'll be in the future will be determined by how you spend your time from this point forward. So I ask you again, how will you use your 24 hours? Will you use them wisely? Will you use them to move closer to your goals, to pursue your passions, to make a difference? The choice is yours. And it's a choice you make every single day, every single hour. Remember, time is the most precious gift we have. Don't waste it. Don't kill it. Use it. Invest it. Make it count. Because in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. It's not about how long you live, but about how well you live. It's about how much you grow, how much you contribute, how much you love. And all of that comes down to how you use your time, your 24 hours, your gift. So starting today, right now, make a commitment to use your time wisely. Make a commitment to live intentionally, purposefully. Make a commitment to make every hour count. Because when you do, amazing things happen. You grow, you achieve, you make a difference. You create a life you're proud of, a life that matters. And isn't that what we all want? A life of meaning, a life of purpose, a life well lived. It all starts with how you use your time. Your 24 hours, your opportunity to make a difference, to leave your mark on the world. So I challenge you, use your time wisely, make it count, create the life you want, because you can, because you have the power, because you have 24 hours every single day to make it happen. The time is now. The opportunity is here. The choice is yours. What will you do with your 24 hours? Remember, every day is a new beginning. Every hour is a fresh start. It's never too late to start using your time more wisely. It's never too late to start living with purpose, with intention. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you have more time. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start now. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Because that's how great things are accomplished. That's how lives are changed. That's how dreams become reality. One day at a time, 1 hour at a time, one choice at a time. You have the power, you have the time, you have 24 hours every single day to create the life you want, to make a difference, to leave your mark on the world. Use them wisely, use them well, because in the end, that's what matters. Not how much time you had, but how you used it. Not how long you lived, but how well you lived. So go forth. Use your time wisely. Your time is your canvas, and each day presents you with a fresh, blank slate. It's up to you to paint the masterpiece of your life, one brushstroke at a time. Every minute, every hour is a chance to add color, depth, and meaning to your existence. The greats throughout history, they didn't have more time than you. They simply chose to use their time differently. They understood that greatness isn't born. It's created through consistent, purposeful action over time. Consider someone like Thomas Edison. He didn't invent the light bulb in a day. It took thousands of attempts, thousands of hours, but he used his time persistently, relentlessly pursuing his goal. And in doing so, he literally lit up the world. Or take Mother Teresa. She didn't set out to become a global symbol of compassion overnight. She built her legacy one act of kindness at a time, 1 hour at a time, one day at a time. She understood that every moment was an opportunity to make a difference, no matter how small. These individuals and countless others like them understood a fundamental truth. Time is the raw material of achievement. It's the clay from which we mold our lives and our legacies. So ask yourself, what will you mold with your time? What masterpiece are you creating? What legacy are you building? Remember, you don't need to change the world in a day. You just need to change your day every day. Small, consistent actions, taken day after day, add up to monumental achievements over time. Maybe for you, using your time wisely means dedicating an hour each day to learning a new skill. In a year, that's 365 hours of focused learning. Imagine how much you could grow, how much you could achieve with that kind of dedicated effort. Or perhaps it means spending 30 minutes each day working on that book you've always wanted to write. In a year, that's 182.5 hours of writing. That's a book. That's your story told. That's your voice heard. It could mean setting aside time each week to volunteer in your community. Those hours add up to lives touched, communities improved, a world made just a little bit better because of how you chose to spend your time. The key is to be intentional, to make conscious choices about how you spend your hours rather than letting them slip away unnoticed. Think of your time as an investment. Every hour is a chance to invest in yourself, in your goals, in your relationships, in your community. And like any smart investor, you want to maximize your returns. That doesn't mean every moment needs to be productive in the traditional sense. Sometimes the wisest use of your time is rest. Sometimes it's play. Sometimes it's simply being present with those you love. The point is to be mindful, to make conscious choices about how you spend your time rather than drifting through your days on autopilot. If I only accomplish one thing today, what should it be? Then make sure you carve out time for that one crucial task. Everything else is a bonus. And at the end of each day, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, did I use my time wisely today? Did I move closer to my goals? Did I make a difference? Did I grow? If the answer is yes, celebrate that. Use it as motivation to do it again tomorrow. If the answer is no, don't beat yourself up. Instead, use it as a learning opportunity. Ask yourself what you can do differently tomorrow. Remember, every day is a new chance to get it right. Every morning is a fresh start, a new opportunity to use your time wisely. And here's something crucial to understand. Using your time wisely doesn't mean filling every moment with activity. It doesn't mean being busy all the time. In fact, sometimes the wisest use of your time is to do nothing at all. Take time to think, to reflect, to daydream. Some of the greatest ideas in history came during moments of apparent idleness. Isaac Newton formulated his theory of gravity while sitting under an apple tree. Archimedes had his famous Eureka moment while taking a bath. So don't underestimate the value of downtime. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is to take a walk or sit quietly or simply breathe. These moments of stillness can recharge your batteries, spark your creativity, and give you the clarity you need to use the rest of your time more effectively. But here's the cue: use your downtime consciously. Don't let it be the default that fills the gaps in your day. Make it a deliberate choice, a tool you use to enhance your effectiveness in everything else you do. Now let's talk about something that often gets in the way of using our time wisely: procrastination. We all face it, we all struggle with it at times, but here's the truth: procrastination is nothing more than the thief of time. Every time you put off an important task, you're not just delaying it. You're choosing to use your precious time on something less important. You're choosing to be less effective, less impactful than you could be. So how do you overcome procrastination? Start small, break big tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Often, you'll find that once you start, it's easier to keep going. And remember, done is better than perfect. Don't let the pursuit of perfection keep you from making progress. Use your time to take action, to move forward, even if the steps are small. Another crucial aspect of using your time wisely is learning to say no. Your time is limited, and every yes to one thing is a no to something else. So choose your yeses carefully. Is this the best use of my time? Does this align with my goals and values? Will this move me closer to where I want to be? If the answer is no, then politely decline. Remember, saying no to things that don't matter allows you to say yes to things that do. Now let's talk about balance. Using your time wisely doesn't mean dedicating every waking hour to work or self-improvement. It means creating a life that's rich and fulfilling in all areas. Make time for your health. Exercise regularly. Eat well. Get enough sleep. These aren't luxuries. They're investments in your ability to make the most of all your other time. Make time for your relationships. Spend quality time with your loved ones. Nurture your friendships. Build your network. Our connections with others are what give life its richness and meaning. Make time for your passions, whether it's music, art, sports, or anything else. Pursue the things that light you up. These aren't frivolous indulgences. They're the things that make life worth living. And make time for giving back. Use some of your time to make a difference in the lives of others. Volunteer, mentor, help those in need. Not only will this enrich your community, but it will also enrich your own life in ways you can't imagine. Remember, a well-lived life is a balanced life. It's not about being productive every second of every day. It's about using your time in a way that allows you to thrive in all areas of your life. Now, let's address a common misconception. Some people think that focusing on using their time wisely means living a rigid, joyless existence. Nothing could be further from the truth. Using your time wisely isn't about eliminating fun or spontaneity from your life. It's about being intentional with your time so that you can truly enjoy the moments of relaxation and fun when they come. It's about working hard and playing hard. It's about being fully present in whatever you're doing, whether that's tackling a challenging project at work or enjoying a laugh with friends. In fact, when you use your time wisely, you'll likely find that you have more time for fun, not less. You'll be more efficient in your necessary tasks, leaving more time for the things you truly enjoy. And here's another crucial point. Using your time wisely isn't just about doing more. It's about doing better. It's about quality, not just quantity. An hour spent in deep, focused work can be far more valuable than several hours of distracted, half-hearted effort. An hour of quality time with a loved one, where you're fully present and engaged, can strengthen your relationship more than days of being physically present but mentally absent. So as you think about using your time wisely, don't just think about how to fill your hours. Think about how to make your hours count. Ask yourself, how can I bring my best self to this moment? How can I make this hour truly matter? And remember, using your time wisely is a skill. Like any skill, it takes practice. You won't perfect it overnight. There will be days when you fall short, when you look back and wish you'd used your time differently. That's okay. Don't get discouraged. Instead, learn from those experiences. Use them as opportunities to refine your approach, to get better at this crucial life skill. Because the truth, learning to use your time wisely is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. It's a skill that will serve you well in every area of your life, in every endeavor you pursue. It's a skill that will allow you to achieve your goals, to make a difference in the world, to create a life you're proud of. So commit to developing this skill. Commit to getting a little better each day at using your time wisely. What's the most important thing I can do today? Then make sure you make time for that crucial task. And each day with reflection. Ask yourself, did I use my time wisely today? What can I do better tomorrow? And throughout your day, stay mindful of your time. Before you start any activity, any task, ask yourself, is this the best use of my time right now? Remember, every moment is a choice. Every hour is an opportunity. You have the power to choose how you use your time, and those choices shape your life. So choose wisely, choose intentionally. Choose to use your time in a way that moves you closer to your goals, that allows you to make a difference, that helps you become the person you want to be. Because in the end, that's what using your time wisely is all about. It's about creating a life of purpose, a life of meaning, a life you can look back on with pride and satisfaction. It's about making your moments count, making your days matter, making your life meaningful. You have that power, you have that opportunity. You have 24 hours every day to make it happen. So go forth, use your time wisely, create the life you want, make your mark on the world because you can, because you must, because that's what you're here for. Your time is your life. Use it well. Starting now.